Mr. Steve Ritchie. Preparing a little slideshow that we have to get ready before we go, but we do have a couple of announcements before that. I just want to let you guys know, tonight is the night to turn your clocks ahead 1 hour. Intramural is tomorrow night at 9:45, don't be late. It's a big game against Med, and let's all be honest, we hate Med. So let's be there and support them. You can bring air horns, a loud voice. You don't even have to wear your clothes, really, so it's fine. To Kenny, Shane, just want to let you know that Boston beat Chicago 5-3 today. His words, not mine. Just a short message to Julie while Steve is still getting ready. It's great to see table 1 right up here. Awesome to see you guys front and center. Table 2, about 3 rows back. I know I failed neuro, but I learned my lesson. It's a kick in the pills if you think about it. Steve just needs another minute or 2 before we get started, so we had a little disclaimer like we had last year too. Does that mean keep going? Okay. So we'll just tell you guys about our disclaimer that we have for our awards. So we believe that we think that it's the duty of the awards committee to find out where the line is drawn and to cross it deliberately. This year, before presenting the awards, we would like to mention that everyone out there, that if you're easily offended or they don't like to laugh, then you might want to go for a walk right about now. These awards are meant to be just that, and that's a laugh. We don't mean to offend anybody, but in the end, if we do, it's just a bonus for us. So, without further ado, I think, are we ready? Oh, please step up. Thank you. Steve. Alright, so some of you may know we're making this video, especially Mike and I, we shared passion of this video. The last 2 days we really put a big push on trying to make it. We really want to thank everyone who was willing to be taped, and no thanks to those who weren't. Nancy. Some very few refused. So we want to thank everyone. And there was a technical error where maybe some of the clips may or may not have gotten taped over. So if you were taped, and then you see yourself replaced with Shane in a shirtless Hatchie, don't feel bad. We still appreciate you very much. It's just, obviously, you got taped over. So, I hope you all enjoyed it. And although it might be kind of funny, I'm not sure how the volume is. So, if you could not laugh at all, I'd really appreciate it because then everyone would hear it. So, don't laugh. I'm not kidding.
I love the Physio.
Alright, so once again this year, we felt the need to present some awards that were worthy of an honorable mention, and that while these winners don't receive an actual award, they're still very much deserving of our admiration and applause. So we've got 2 of them to start off. So first of all is the B-Boy / Dance of the Year. And this award goes to the person who best captivates the audience's attention in song or dance, and
For his performance at the recent Tight and Bright party, this award goes to Mr. Scott Anderson. Tony, I know what you're thinking, but it's Scott, really. He can really move. So, secondly, moving along, you'd think in physio that people would be so busy that they couldn't really pursue any second ambitions. Yet this student has applied his business sense and has already made a name for himself long before physio. This award winner has used his knowledge of self-defense, espionage, to open his very own dojo. I'd like to present to you the winner of the Entrepreneur of the Year Award for opening his very own Dave Lee dojo, to Mr. Dave Lee. So, just a couple to get you guys warmed up and ready. So now, for the actual awards, we'd ask these people to actually come up and accept their award. I'd like to turn it over to Mr. Mike Surratt to begin with the first presentation.
What's been on?
25. Puppies. Kitties. Dolphins. Grandma's strawberry pie. Now you may be asking yourself, what the hell is this guy talking about? But there are a select few out there who maybe think that these things are both sweet and adorable. This award is for someone who portrays pure sweetness and basically defines adorable. She's always there to lend a hand and has a smile that is contagious as the whooping cough. The sweetest pie award goes to Jacqueline Ford.
The internet has truly shaped the way that we work. And as my esteemed colleague, Mr. Scott Anderson, has once said, when this internet fad dies, people aren't going to know what to do. And you know what? He's probably right. Our next award rewards excellence in writing by use of the internet. And this guy knows a thing or two about taking your breath away. This guy has been known to silence angels with a single phrase, yet he can be so captivating and convincing that he could sell ice to the Eskimos if he had to. His recent works could no doubt have been completed in a few paragraphs. However, he felt, he felt the responsibility to tug at our hearts with a classic 3-page email. You really have not lived until you've received an email in your inbox from this work of art. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of our Excellence in Writing Award for his recent works and class emails is none other than Mr. Steve Rich.
Usually have like 3 days to write something funny. When I'm on the spot, I'm just not really that funny. So thanks, I guess. Confidence. Are you feeling bogged down with your school schedule? Do you find yourself straining just to clear the driveway in order to get to school? Feel like you can get more accomplished in the privacy of your own home? Well, listen up, because home ed might be right to you. As the home ed student of the year, we are pleased to recognize a student who works very hard, all in the comforts of his own home. At times, the student prefers to stay warm and avoid the bus ride in order to further his knowledge with his very own homemade laptop. This year's winner demonstrates all the qualities of a home ed student. Somewhat motivated, likes to sleep in, and is very, very attractive. This student studies when he wants, where he wants. This year's winner of the Home Ed Distance Education Award goes to Shane McCollum.
For most fortunes.
Okay. Legends are born every day, constantly amazed by their poise and courage as they continue to influence our lives. Whether they're sporting legends, political legends, or even your grandmother's legendary apple pie, we're constantly in awe as they captivate the audience. Legends can be human figures, or even mythical figures. And one such legend I draw your attention to is the Loch Ness Monster. Lost my place. The Loch Ness Monster has spurred the imaginations of many for years, and as it is commonly reported to be seen, yet it's rarely documented. This legend shows the true form of the definition, as it's constantly talked about, but it's rarely that people have seen it and have been able to feast their eyes upon it. Physiotherapy in itself is not immune to legends, as it has featured the famous shirtless legend, as well as its own version of the Loch Ness Monster. The Loch Ness Monster Award goes to the student who is continuously talked about, but rarely seen in class. They too capture our imaginations as we wonder just what in the world they're doing while we're in class. This year's winner is Mr. Mark McKenzie. So, just to add something to that, we want to say that our second runner-up for this award was someone that we hold very close to our hearts. I know you do too. And that was, she deserves a round of applause too. That is Miss Laura Cody.
You know, and to be honest with you guys, it's not written here. Friendships are truly the cornerstone of your two years of physiotherapy. 15 years ago, I stepped on the ice surface in Petitcodiac with like 1,500 fans there. And there was a goaltender that will forever haunt my dreams. He was 10 years old, didn't have a name in his jersey because they didn't make names that big for jerseys for 10-year-olds. So on my first day of school, when I met Michael Hashi, for the second time in my life, I finally understood the meaning of friendship. Okay, let's go here. Case in point, our anniversary couple. This past year, their friendship has gone through trying times. And such the case when one of them took off overseas while walking into a club. What's here to explain? Oh, I love this song. That song turned out to be Mbop. My hands, let me tell you. And really, any friends that can go through this, a trying time like this, is truly deserving of our one-year anniversary friendship award. Their friendship is more serious than a heart attack, and it gives me pleasure presenting this award to our favorite couple, JL and Artie. Soup can be a great thing. It can complement a sandwich or a salad very nicely, and it can bring people to their knees with its delectable taste and spices. However, although terribly delicious, soup can be also deceitful at the same time. Have you ever looked on with anticipation at your soup, mouth-watering, heart somewhat tachycardic, only to take a mouthful and to wonder, what the hell was that? Yes, soup itself can be quite the practical joker. Countless stories have emerged of people enjoying a citrus-dominated lemon soup, only to find out that it is in fact the finger bowl that is to be used to wash up pre- or post-meal. Again, Physio is not immune to its own soup fiasco.
Exactly 1 year ago, this award winner found herself spoon deep in a tasty, although salty dish, only to realize that it was in fact gravy. For the second time in history, this award is presented to a professor in our extended Physio family. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming the winner of our Salty Soup Award, Professor Gail Deckman. Are you serious? You have no idea what you got? I'll explain to you. The bar!
God love you, Gail Deckman. Alright. So crews have been around since the mid-1950s. The illustrious Rat Pack made the notion of a crew or posse very appealing and spawned many of our famous crews, including Siegfried and Roy, Sharon, Lois and Bram, and the Muppets, to name a few. However, this year's winner of the Crew of the Year award has inspired a new generation. With their no foolishness approach, they have encouraged us to hit the gym with more vim and vigor than ever before, and for all of us to simply condense the nonsense. They have ever endured hard times, as they are currently the leading crew at the YMCA to have even endured hard times as they are, oh God, I read that line twice. Complaints from the general public. Oh God, I'm so embarrassed.
Keep going, you'll do fine.
For their displays of supreme fitness, this crew is an inspiration to all of us. Now please help me in welcoming, and I hate to reuse a line, well Hashi used a line, but weighing in a combined weight of 748 pounds, 3.7% body fat, a CrossFit, twisted steel and sex appeal, Andrew Thomas, Eric Stalin, Matt McCoy, and Sean Astley. So we got a 1 minute challenge.
Take your shirt off, Eric.
I think there's only $1,200 each. We've got 1 minute. The most burpees in that minute gets the award. With their shirts off.
Thanks, Aaron. Room with you. Alright, so we've come to the end. We have one last and very important award. So last year, this one particular award, which was named the Question Award, drew a lot of criticism. People everywhere from coast to coast talked about how Amy Toshi had won, and other people were not even considered. This has forced us at the awards committee to tighten the reins in an attempt to make this award even more credible than first thought. This year, the committee enlisted the help of a student, who shall remain nameless, to count each question asked by the 2 finalists from last year's award.
It just kind of happened.
All previous question criteria remain the same. Fully extended arm, clear presentation of the question, a slight elevation in voice at the end, and new this year, a pre-question question. Such as, May I ask a question? Or is anyone else asking themselves this question? From September 08 to December 08, all physio classes included, the final count was 190 to 169. For your winner, and still the queen of the question, is This concludes the awards portion of the show. Well, we'd like to thank all of our awards winners tonight. You truly are the stars of the show. Even those who didn't win awards, and you're sitting there, thinking, thank God they didn't get me, we're all very disappointed in all of you for what you did. So, really, I say enjoy the rest of the night. Please feel free to come up to Surrett and to Mr. Steve Ritchie and myself, give ourselves a hug, because it is also Hug a Mike's and Steve night, by the way. Enjoy the rest of the evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, my kidneys! My kidneys! My kidneys!